Hello everybody, my name is Simo Sainio, also known as Bureau of Broken Sounds, and I would like to share with you my little tip for Synchronous. First thing we do here, we add a mixer, and then we bring in an Alligator. Bring up the dry volume knob up to max. We will be using this device later as the dry signal. Then connect it to the mixer. Next, create 3 synchronous devices holding shift so they don't auto-route. We're going to use the separate output channels on the back of the Alligator to treat each channel differently. Once you're done connecting the synchronouses to the mixer channels, you can pick a random pattern to get you started. Take each of the yellow curves here from the synchronous and connect it to the corresponding channel on the back panel of the Alligator. Don't forget to adjust this amount knob here, because otherwise you might end up just roofing the frequencies. I'll just draw some quick waveforms here for demonstration. You can adjust these as you see fit when you're doing this on your own. I wanted to add distortion on each of the channels. I prefer to have the bit crushing on the high channel, distortion 1 on the mid channel and distortion 2 on the low channel. You can solo the line mixer channels to tweak the character of the distortion to your liking. Don't worry about the amount knob for now, we'll get back to that. Next we move on to Reverb. Again, just solo the channel that you're listening to and find the settings that you like. Then just pick another curve and sprinkle some reverb wherever you feel like it. I went with close my eyes and hope for the best approach, and it seemed to work pretty well here. And that's also one of the strengths of Synchronous. It's very hard to do something that does not sound awesome. This is what it sounds like now. And bypassed. It's beginning to sound interesting, but I still want to add a lot of real-time controls. I'll just quickly walk you through the programmer settings that I made here. Rotary 1 is for Alligator gate amp envelope release. Rotary 2 controls the resonance of each of the Alligator channels. You can adjust the min-max values here for your personal taste. Rotary 3 is for the phaser value of each of the Alligator channels, and again you can adjust the minimum and maximum values to your taste. Rotary 4 controls the distortion amount on each of the channels. So go through each of the synchronouses and choose distortion, distortion amount, and set the minimum and maximum values to your taste again. Button 1 is going to be our on-off switch for the effect. So go to Alligator, select Master, Enable, and set the minimum value to bypass and the maximum value to on. Because I have brought down the level of the dry signal in the line mixer here, I also have to make the on-off switch to bring that level back up when I turn the effect off. Otherwise it will result in jumps and dips of volume, and we don't want that. So adjust these values here until you get a smooth transition between the on and off positions. Button 2 toggles on the delay effect on the synchronouses. Now I don't know how much this really adds to the sound overall, so you can feel free to skip this part, but I just wanted to put this in because, well, there was a free button and some effects that I hadn't tried yet. I used delay times between 350 and 450 milliseconds and feedback values around 30%. For the last little tweaks here, I will bring up the feedback amount on the phaser a little bit. And I will set up button 3 to change the speed of the phaser. I went with 17% for minimum value and 96% for the maximum. And this gives a nice effect that you can toggle on and off to emphasize specific points in your song. And that's it, we're done. If you didn't get all that, don't worry. You can download this patch and the link to do so will be in the video description. Here is what it sounds like on its own. And now in song context. I hope you got something useful out of this video. I would like to thank you very much for watching and keep making great music. See ya!